Good evening and welcome to the Onward Master League. Tonight I have for you a very interesting matchup. We have Pandamonium and the Rough Riders. By the way, my name is Xandria and I will be your host. So Pandamonium versus the Rough Riders. Pandamonium, brand new team, brand new players. Nobody on this team has any league experience whatsoever on record. The Rough Riders, new team, same old faces. We have listed on the team here, we have a Traden, Enigma, Control for Delete, Snooperfax, Soju, and Tiagra. I do believe a few of them are sitting out, and I'll go down the rosters of who we actually have playing for the Rough Riders. We have Traden, Bait K, who is a reservist. I believe he played in the rookie boot camp on the winning team. We have Snooperfax, Hold My Fries, and Control Flirt Delete. And in the room today, on the side of Pandemonium, we have Tesney, JT121895, Android Goat, White Fang, and Reinhardt Dean. So let's get right into the bans. So Pandemonium have chose to ban Subway, and the Rough Riders, with a very bold move in my opinion, have chosen not to ban anything. So everything but Subway is on the table tonight. Subway, I can understand that ban from the side of Pandemonium. It's a bit of a tricky map, you know. There's a lot of flanking opportunities. There's a lot of those real dark spots, and if you're just not familiar, like, they'll catch you off guard and really ruin your day. That is for sure. All right. With all of that out of the way, the map that we are on Cargo. So Cargo, I do, you know, I think that's a very smart choice from the side of Pandemonium, as they are home and most likely chose first. Cargo's kind of a simple map. There's not a lot to it. It's small, it's fast-paced. There's not a lot of trickiness to it. Anyway, I think that's a good choice on the side of Pandemonium. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let these teams know that I am ready to start, and we will get right into the action. Talk about, get into my gameplay. I like to call this one the Circle of Death objective. There's so many places that you can, it's not so much that you can cap from, but there's so many angles of attack on this objective that it's a tricky one. I mean, people can cap right under your nose. If you're looking to the east or the west or the south, and they sneak in from a direction that isn't that, you know, you're going to get capped on every time. Anyway, I hope everybody at home enjoyed the break. A little bit of a break from Onward after a long, hard season of duking it out is always a little bit nice. But it's always nice to get back to it after that long break. So I'm excited. I hope everybody else is excited as well. And there we go. That's the countdown beeps. We are dropping into it. So it sounds like the Rough Riders giving a little bit of last minute advice to their reservist. It's always difficult playing with the reservists because, you know, they're just not used to you. They're not used to playing the way that you play. A little bit of early smoke. Anyway, Snooperfax gets a nice shot on the Reinhardt Dean. JT able to get a bit of a refrag there on the Snooperfax. Oh no, that was a trade. They traded. Snooper got the better of that. Bake gets Android Goat. Wait, it's all happening so fast, as per usual on Cargo. Kesney throwing a frag there, gets caught out by Snooper. And that trade, and he's pushing right up the middle. Few shots, doesn't land. I don't think I'm not sure what he was shooting at exactly. He does decide to retreat a little bit. Snooper's chosen to push up as well. We are in a 1v4, and just like that, White Fang and Snooper trade, and first point goes to Rough Riders. Cargo is always a hard map for me to digest, but I will do my best. You know, they put out some early smokes. You know, with an experienced team like Rough Riders, I mean, it's not an experienced team, but an experienced players. That's not really going to affect them any. So they just sort of sat back, waited for those peaks, and dispatched them in, I think it was like a minute flat. There was no time at all. Now we're going to go into round 2. Pandemonium's going to defend. You know, the players on Rough Riders, like, I hope Pandemonium have their defense down, or else I think we are going to see a cap. Because between Traden, Snooper, and Control, like, I know they're all very capable. And I'm not mistaken, I saw Bake the other day get a good cap as well. So I know he's capable of capping. I do always like to pick up these types of casts where we have newer teams. I don't know why. I think it's just enough to, like, it's the idea of giving them something to look back on from the beginning and to just sort of see if they're going to be a team to watch out for, or if, you know, if they're just somebody who's going to have to climb up like the rest of us. And there seems to be a pile of dead bodies. I do believe they did a round reset there. All right, we're going to drop right back into it. Not sure what the problem was there. I was kind of looking away when everybody dropped in. I don't know if one person didn't get in or not.
Hold your positions. If they push in and you get cover, use your smokes. Other than that, just blow them out.
Rough Riders smoking up the pipeline lane. It's always good for that sort of, what is that, the Eastern Cross. And already, Kenzu gets Bake. White Fang's able to pick up control for the lead. Reinhardt Dean downing Snooperfax. Android Goat getting Traden. And just like that, Pandemonium get round number 2. Again, that was like a sub-minute round. I couldn't even follow it. All I was doing was reading the list of deaths. That's all I could do. stand by here. I do apologize for that silence. New season, new casting setup, new problems to work out. Anyway, we're dropping into round 3. All that aside,
I'm going through this doorway.
you know, just as some of the players may need to polish off the rust, casters do as well. Anyway, pre-fire coming out from Android Go, but Snooperfax picks him off real quick. You have a sort of a 4-man push here going up through the east. Braden here in this side building. Definitely going to get some picks on this cross. I feel like that spot where Traden is was popular seasons ago, and it sort of lost its favor in recent seasons, and now it's sort of making a resurgence again. Definitely a spot you need to watch out for. Which is definitely slowed down a little bit. White Fang's able to get Snooperfax. Bakes gets Kenzie, and Traden Reinhardt. Now we're in a 1v3.5. Do believe one player made it in for the objective, but there was too many defenders. That was a little too early. They needed to sort of play it slow and pick them off one by one. Again, these rounds are going by so fast. It's just, it's hard for me to follow it and then unpack it. Both these teams have definitely been very, very aggressive on their offenses. They're not holding anything back. We're seeing good pre-fire early. I mean, I think it was Snooperfax got a early pick from pre-fire. And they're just sort of like, they're just pushing in with like overwhelming force, and the opponents just are not ready for it. Let's see here, Snooperfax with 5 kills to 3. Nobody really standing out overly strong on Pandamonium. Bake, the reservist, though, over on Rough Riders, getting 3 kills to 1. Pretty good. Great, we're gonna drop right into it. Round 4. Here we go. We have the not so north objective. This is very capable. I wonder if Rough Riders is thinking that. Like, if they get a cap, map 1's over. Again, a little bit of pre-round start smoke. Teams definitely seem to be very in favor of that. Who is this pushing up? Enzai. Hold my... Kenzai's able to get hold my fries. Bakes refrags Kenzai. A little bit of... Oh, and trading with a team kill on the Bake. That is not good. Although... They are pushing up to that little side room. They've got 2 in there now. Unfortunately, who was that in the back? Reinhardt's kind of have them trapped in there. And White Fang is doing a good job staying silent, not letting them know that he's there. Oh, in the moment Snooper ran out there, he gets down. Train able to get the refrag and also get the kill on the White Fang. He's back behind enemy lines. He did get spotted, though. Traden is the only one left standing on Rough Riders, although Snooperfax is resable. But boy, that's going to be a dangerous cross to try and go get that. Pandamonium's still too strong. They definitely have a good chance here on this round. They're kind of pushing in. Losing in on Traden a little bit. I think they felt a little bit better of it. Like, there we go. There's the confirm onto Snooperfax. Traden use that opportunity to rotate. Gets the pick onto Android Goat. Evens it up. Kind of rotates into the back there. I believe that would be very unexpected. I wouldn't think to look there after that, hearing those shots. JT's kind of poking around, wondering where he's coming from. He could be anywhere right now. Train's just going to wait it out. He has 3 minutes 49 remaining. Plenty of time on this map. That's an eternity when you're only 40 feet from the objective. AT's doing a good job, though, defending that objective. Traden's going to be going to have a hard time getting to the objective without being seen. He just gets the pick and gets the round for his team, though. Hello. Says hello to the casters. Yes, I was watching that trade, and that was beautiful. Yeah, I mean, Rough Riders, they had a little bit of early aggression. They were able to get a couple early picks. But, man, once Snooper and Trade went in that little side room, I was like, oh, no. I mean, that's can be a death trap in there. If they see you go in, I mean, there's only one way out. But Snooper kind of took the bullets on that one, and Trade was able to sneak by and get the refrag +1. Get clear to the rear there, and he had that instinct of like, I'm gonna sit here for a little bit and make them think I'm somewhere else, and it played out very well for him. He was able to get that point in the end. So right now, score Pandemonium 1 point, Rough Riders 3. All Rough Riders need to do is just sort of hang tight here, and they'll be able to take this map. I don't know if they're going to get over aggressive and play aggressive on defense, or if they're going to just sit tight and be conservative. Kind of a coin toss as far as I'm concerned. Either way, this is going to be round 5, and we have that southeastern objective. A little bit of a different objective to possibly. Pandemonium definitely a big fan of early pre-fire. They've been hitting that pretty heavy. Hold My Fries able to get a pick on the White Fang. Now they kind of push up, but Traden here in a sneaky little spot. JT's able to get Bake. Hold My Fries, Android Goat. I'm just waiting for Traden here to let these guys walk past. Is he going to hold his fire enough to let them both go? Did he hear both? No, he's going to go ahead and shoot Kenzie. Now, Reinhardt Dean knows where he's at. Hold My Fries takes care of him, though. And Rough Rider will win map 1. Sorry, I'm not updating your score for you. You have a drop. There we go. Had something disabled there. Okay, got that one worked out. So it seems that everybody is leaving the lobby, so... Oh no, we're just going to the next map. It always tricks me every time. Every time. Going on the tanker.
Oh, yeah. JT, call.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just ignore that banned tanker. Don't be confused. So, tanker is one of those maps. It's almost like cargo, but with an extra level, with a downstairs, you know? Oh, and it's dark out, so it's like a dark cargo with a basement. And it totally changes the dynamic of it, because you have all those flank potentials of going under, going above, depending on where the defense is. It's a whole different animal, and I don't really know how Pandemonium's going to attack it. I don't think I have enough experience with their players to say, but after that display on cargo, I can't imagine it'll be much different. I believe both teams are just using their time here to plan out a little bit of strategy. I'd like to just take a moment to thank all of our sponsors that you can see them cycling through in the upper right of your screen. We do love all of your support and love all of your products. Anyway, with that, we're dropping into it. It's gonna be round 1, map 2. Rough Riders on offense, Pandemonium on defense. It's the wheelhouse objective. Bit of a tricky objective, as there's 3 different rooms you can cap from. Reinhardt looks like he's going for a bit of a flank. We're definitely going to have to keep our eye on that. Bit of a 3-man push here on the north side. They're going for that cap. I can tell it. And the defense is slightly weak over on that side. There's 3 of them in there. They're right there. They're going for the cap. We have 2 people on objective cap. Nope, just the one. And there it is. The Rough Riders with a cap right off the bat. That'll teach them. They won't forget that. I don't even know what else to say. I mean, that was like, they just ran in there and nobody was there to tell them no. They just ran straight for it. Easiest analysis ever. Looks like we're having a few drops. I'm gonna go ahead and drop us into an intermission. I will be back. You guys hang tight.
Android.
it. So.
I'm over here.
A little bit of early smokes coming out. Obfuscate their approach. Pandamonium seeming to play a little bit slow here. Definitely what you're going to want to do against a team like Rough Riders.
At left side, at middle.
I'm sorry, I was calling him, pronouncing his name incorrectly. It was Kestny. Kestny does seem to have really good directive skills, to have a better term. He's definitely giving very specific directives to his team that I do like. We have two going underground, although they are being fairly loud. I don't know if Control will be able to hear this. Radio that out to her team. Hang here and see if I hear it. I don't. Timberfact definitely seeing one getting a bit of a firefight, but the bullets don't land. Oh, and Cassidy just steps all over Snooperfax. Control getting next. D4 going off, downing one. Android Goat, I believe. Trayden able to get Android Goat. He cleans that up, and he also gets Reinhardt Dean. Hesney able to get Control for a delete. White Fang, he's on objective, but he's just a little too far away. Able to get Control. Trade knows where he is. He's going around. Holding my fries going around as well. Gonna pinch him. Oh, and his leg's sticking through the wall. I don't think Trayden saw that. There you go. Hold my fries. Able to clean up White Fang and thus all of Pandamonium. Yeah, that round started off a little bit slow, but picked up. Definitely picked up a little bit there. I kind of like what they were doing with sending two underneath, a few on top, and they all kind of struck at the same time. Unfortunately, I think just the experience of all the players on the Rough Riders, they were just able to have the reaction time. You know, able to have that quicker reaction, be able to deal with them. What seemed a little bit easy. I mean, I definitely like what I'm seeing from Pandamonium. You know, as a new team, I look through their roster, and their entire team has no history in the league for Onward. So they are all brand new, but they're working together well. I think they're falling short in knowing all that little nuanced tricks and tips that you learn through experience. So definitely keep it up, guys. You're on the right track. I do believe this is going to be round 3, actually.
So, I want you both to push forward hard. 3 of us
And it does look like we're going to get a defensive push here.
get the defensive position.
This is center objective, so it's a little bit different. Early smokes from Rough Riders. Reinhardt able to get Trayden early. Timberpack's pushing up as well. Bake gets Reinhardt. Timberpack's choosing to just sort of lay down here in the center. I think he feels that push. But he's just going to wait. And there it is. Ooh, and Kenzie gets hold my fries. Timberfax finally gets that shot on the Nexus. Kestny able to get the refrag on the Snooperfax. And I didn't even see the cap. There Bake was. He capped. I'm so sorry. It was so slick. I missed it. Oh, I'm sorry. That was... Yeah. I believe Bake. Bake's the one that got that cap. Yeah, I think... It's... Yeah, Rough Riders wins map 2, 5-0, and that means they've now won the match. Let's see what our third and not deciding map is going to be. It's going to be Quarantine. All right, so the map's going to be Quarantine. Bit of a different kind of map from what we've seen. I mean, we had Tanker and we had Cargo. They're the two smallest maps in the game. I'm sorry, it's not Quarantine. It's yeah. Yes, it's Quarantine. Sorry, had a bit of a moment. Quarantine, it's not as long as say Downfall, but it does have long range elements as well as in a few spots. I guess there's some close range elements. Biggest thing I think on Quarantine is there's a lot of spots where you can sort of hide and obfuscate your position, which if you're not aware of those spots, they're gonna get you. They're gonna bite you hard. So let's see how Pandamonium is able to deal with that. We're just gonna wait for these teams to ready up a little bit. Definitely big thank you to everybody at home who tuned in to watch. Always exciting seeing how teams come into the new season and the new teams showing up. That's definitely why I picked this matchup to cast. I love watching new teams. So we are going to have this Far East objective. This particular one, I feel like it's hard to get close to, but once you're there, like you're there. You know, there's a lot of spots to kind of watch the approaches, but then once you're on it, you can kind of tuck in and hide. As long as you know where your enemies. If you get it down to 1 or 2 defenders, you can get on the other side of a pillar from them. Gonna get a cap. Normally these teams would be starting by now, I do believe. And there we go. There is that countdown buzzer. Let me map 3 round 1. Early smokes to get them across. I don't know how many of them are going to go for it. Looks like 2. See how Pandamonium chooses to attack this. Right now I see it looks like a 2-3 split. 3 going up the middle and 2 going around to the north. Let's follow the 3 in the middle. I believe they will meet contact first. It does look like they're kind of holding still a little bit. Maybe they kind of figured out that they need to wait for the 2 in the north to loop around before they move. A little bit of pre-fire. I'm not sure who that's off to.
I'm confused.
Tap the trade and he says, I'm confused. I am too, trading.
I know I'm up here.
Definitely seems like the offense is taking their sweet old time. And defense is just locked into their positions. They're not moving. They're not rotating. They know the offense has to come to them. All right, Nexus. First one to cross the center street. Gonna slowly move. I don't think he's got anybody really to contest this cross. Pretty safe. A little concerned about these guys back in the hotel, though. Hold my fries and bake. They quiet and unseen. I do believe. They will come pop out of there at the most pivotal moment. Nexus and Whitefang have made it up to Turbine Courtyard, Tank Courtyard. I'm very surprised, honestly, of just how slow and coordinated Pandamonium is playing this map. They are taking their sweet old time. We have 2 minutes 18 remaining. No, am I watching a beginner's game? Is that what is happening right now? JT here moving up. Oh, a few shots are fired there. Don't know where they were to. Pushing up. Uberfax here could spell trouble for him. Oh, that throwing that smoke's gonna let Snooper know exactly where he is. Same with White Fang. A few others. Caught out here. There, Snooper gets White Fang. I think he sees JT though. There he sees him. Gets him down. Drayden lands some shots on the Nexus. Now it's a 2v5. This is not looking good for Pandamonium.
Hey, you don't have to check that super. I got your back.
Bake's able to get a shot on the Destiny. I will get your name right by the end of this. And Stuberfax drops Android Goat, giving the Rough Riders the win on that round. I definitely like that offensive strategy from Pandamonium that round. I mean, they were playing so coordinated, and it seems so deliberate. It's just... I'm trying to, like, unpack, like, what went wrong. I'm not sure exactly how to articulate that, but their early game was great. It's just the late game just sort of fell apart. They just weren't ready for it. So let's see how Pandemonium do on their defense. I mean, if they can hold still as well, as they were moving slow on offense, I think they definitely have a good shot at it. They can just sort of hold tight, and watch for those crosses and get the picks as they come. They'll have a good shot at it. Alrighty, there it is. It felt like it took forever to come, but there are the beeps. We're dropping in the round 2.
Let's sand. I'm gonna go to the roof with 2 others, and we gotta get 2 people running into the middle. I'm gonna take the roof. I'll take middle. Fuck it. I'll send 2 north.
Wait, where am I going? Crossing?
See how these guys split up for their offense. Don't think the 2 in the north are going to go clear to the north. No, they are kind of heading up to rooftop. Ooh, and we're having a bit of a defensive push here. White Fang, JT could spell trouble for rooftop. And it does. And Hold My Fries gets a team kill on the trade? What? That's unfortunate when you try to shoot the enemy and you wind up shooting through your teammate. Puts us into a, well, a 4v4 as one of them does gets rezzed. Android Goat's able to dispatch Snooperfax. He does use these burning buildings quite well.
One's at hill.
Fake up here on wingtip or wingtop. Decides to get out of there. Oh, there he is. Yeah, those hills are nasty. You can just sort of peek your eyes up above it. It's really hard to spot where they're coming from.
He's waiting by the gas station.
Yeah, Rough Riders are down to 3. This is going to be a little bit tricky. They are deciding to push up in the tank courtyard. And with Android Goat on that wireframe and Nexus over there in the dunes, like, they have a nice wide spread. So they have good coverage for the approach. But if they're able to maybe pick off 2 of them and then flank around, it's going to take so long for the other to move back to the objective that they could get a cap. Destiny takes some shots, but none of them land.
JT, hold that side.
Smokes are coming out. They are pushing up. And, oh, Bake gets nailed in the face as soon as he pops around the corner of that building. Hold my fries here in a bit of a precarious position. Oh, rotates around and gets down. Now it's all up to Control to go up against 4 of Pandamonium. Not the position you want to be in. Oh, just like that, Android's able to dispatch Control. Point for their team. Again, a very coordinated effort on the offense, but also a very coordinated effort on the defense, too. Pandemonium definitely earned that point. I mean, they started off with a bit of an early push, which I felt was a little sketchy, and it didn't exactly pan out for them, but they were able to regroup, sit still, and the offense just was not able to push past them. They had all the angles covered, and every time Rough Riders popped out, boom, I mean, they just got dropped immediately. Let's see how Rough Riders are going to answer back to that. I mean, I've always said a lot of times in Onward, the first round of a map, and especially the first round of a game, sometimes you have to give that up to sort of feel out your team. and winning like is so based around being able to adapt to what your team throws at you. Just as I say that, we're dropping into round 3, which means new objective. What are the RNG gods gonna serve us up today? We have the fuselage objective. It's a bit of a tricky one too. There's a lot of walls there, a lot of spots to cap. Oh, and Control just called out the spawn, so that's a massive come up for their team. Trading early on, be able to get Destiny. Few early shots from Bake don't land. Superfax able to get White Fang and Nexus. Calls that in. I think Snooberfax knows there's one more there, and he's on. He wants it now. He definitely knows. Android Goat gets trading. I don't know if he's aware of Snooberfax having pushed up there. Does decide to flank around. Ooh, some shots land just above Android, and it breaks his focus enough to forget all about Snooper, and Snooper is able to dispatch him. Now it's 1-4 in favor of Rough Riders. This is not looking good for Pandamonium at all. It's all up to JT. He is able to get Snooper. Gives away his position, so now all of Rough Riders knows where he's at. They're all zeroing in. Snooper is only down, so he's resible even. Probably calling out all that information to his team. JT definitely needs to get away from. Hold my fries on the hotel balcony. This is about as unexpected as you can get. Don't know if JT's gonna be ready for this. Oh, he hears them now. Definitely heard each other. Hold my fries is gonna go for the peak. Is it gonna be advantageous? And it does. Hold my fries. Or wraps that round up. Rough Riders goes up 1 point. Yeah, that round definitely felt a little iffy to me. They kind of had like an early push, but I think Control's call out of calling out the spawn is what really shut that down. You know, because they kind of knew where they were coming from, and they just had the right person in the right place to kind of slow down that push, and it made them kind of have to rotate in a way that I don't think they were planning on, and it all just sort of fell apart from there. So we're going to be going into round 4. Same objective. Rough Riders caps. That's going to be it. Lots of sharing of magazines. Always love seeing that. Loading up your team on mags is always a good idea. Unfortunately, it comes at the cost of having to use that G880, which is or G8. Anyway, which I find a little bit of a cumbersome gun to use, but with some practice, you can get used to it. Anyway, they're pushing up quite aggressively here on the south side. There is one defender crossing over, but he has been seen and I most likely called out. I do believe I see his elbow around that corner just a little bit. Control rotates here just a tad. She may see it as well. Control's the perfect person for this. She might be able to see his feet underneath the car. Brayden able to down JT. Android Goat able to take care of Bake. And just as I move away, Neverfax able to take care of Android Goat. Hold My Fries gets Pestney. Drayden refracts Nexus. And Hold My Fries gets JT. Man, it's all happening. Right as I look away from everything, it happens.
Attack at the gully. Wait, 4 friendlies up. I'm gonna loop around into... Oh,
White Fang's able to take care of Snooperfax. Hold My Fries gets the refrag on the White Fang. Again, like every time. I apologize for that round. No matter what I did, every time I looked away, the action occurred. Either way, Rough Riders goes up a point on that round. This is definitely a map point now. If Rough Riders continues this wave that they're flowing on. I think they can definitely take the map next round. Once again, just as a reminder, I do apologize for that, for it saying Tanker as a band. That is an error. Tanker was played as the second map. Alrighty, we're dropping into round 5.
Are we on the... Quick.
Looks like we have gas station objective, and they are on quick spawn.
Not yet, no,
Let's
not
see
yet.
how this
Not
plays
yet.
out.
Across the street.
We have seen a lot of aggression out of both of these teams. So, I don't know. It doesn't look like they're shaping up over there to really push up the south, but
All right, smoke out, go.
Pandamonium definitely are. Oh, and there's Bake. He peeked, but he tucked right back in. I think he saw the 3 of them was just like, nope. Oh, and a C4 kill. It does down 1. Android Goat. He's on objective, but Control Flirt leads there. She says, nope, you ain't capping the day. White Fang now has Control pinned. Seems to be fiddling with the gun a little bit. Oh, peeks it, but does not get that. Now White Fang's on objective. He's pat out. Somebody needs to rotate in there. Snooper, rotate in. He does. Able to take care of White Fang. He says, get to objective now. Oh, I do apologize for that. JT's able to take care of Snooperfax. Hold My Fries is definitely holding on to this objective with dear life. He's 1v1. He's able to get JT. And that is that. That is the map. So Rough Riders able to make a clean sweep of all 3 maps. 4-1 on Cargo, 5-0 on Tanker, 4-1 on Quarantine. Alright, this is what I was trying to show you earlier. Anyway, with that, that is the match. Everybody's out of the lobby. It was exciting. Thank you all for tuning in. This was my first cast of the season. It was a little rough, but thanks for bearing with me. I'd like to make a quick shout out to all of our sponsors. We do appreciate all of you. Definitely going to want to head on over to... Well, I guess they haven't started yet, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. At 9 p.m. Eastern, we have SMC Tactical versus Blaze with TFH. And at 9:15, we have Water versus Dark Matter with Nightfire. So definitely check that out when the time comes. Anyway, with that, I've been Xandria. This has been Pandamonium versus Rough Riders. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody have a great night, and I will see you on the next cast.